Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Stein's Art Channel, Can't Have Heart Without Art. I promised you guys your museum video, how to create your very own art museum. As you can see, I've drawn and colored everything but my canvases. I want you to be creative and think of your own art canvases, so I left mine blank so that you would not copy me. I will leave this over here while we are drawing. Obviously, you can pause, rewind, fast forward as much as you need to for the video, but try not to copy mine exactly. I'll show you how to lay everything out. However, I want you guys to be creative in terms of how you actually create the artworks themselves. I'm going to start with a pencil. I'll make it nice and dark so I can erase certain spots, and then I will overlap with a Sharpie. I'm not going to color on the video because I don't want to make the video 30 minutes long. First, if you're using my paper, you have a 12-inch by 9-inch paper. If you're using copy paper, a lot of them are 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So depending on if you're trying to find the middle of your paper, you have to know how big your paper is. I'm breaking mine into thirds. So I have a 12-inch paper. So I'm putting a dot by the 4-inch mark and a dot by the 8-inch mark. That's how big my wall, my back wall is going to be. So I'm connecting so that I have a 4-inch line in the middle of the paper. I'm going to do the same on this side. And then I'm connecting it. It'll end up being 4 inches by 3 inches, which would be smack dab in the middle of the paper. And again, if you can't measure for whatever reason, whether it's the math skills or anything else, just ballpark it, eyeball it, do it close to the middle as you can. So, next thing I'm doing is taking each corner and I'm going to each corner. So I'm using my ruler, I'm lining it up at the corner, going to the corner of my paper. I'm going to do that for all 4 corners. And yes, as you guys know, I like to rotate my paper because I'm right-handed. I like to pull towards me. I find that easier. You guys have seen that in class. Remember, your paper is not stuck on the table. Move it around as you need to make yourself comfortable. Oops, this is upside down. This is my floor. This is my ceiling. So before I start doing the hard part, which is the canvases, I'm going to do the easy part. I'm going to make a little floor baseboard, it's called. If you look in school, they're usually black, kind of like that on the floor. That black part is the baseboard, so I will put that on my paper a little bit. So if my paper is like this, I'm going to put it on the bottom and just make it skinny. I don't want to take up a lot of space with it. I just like it. It adds a bit of a fancy element to my floor. See? I like to add kind of a carpet. Some kids in class ask about a red carpet. Some kids have put, barriers with ropes going across. You can do either. I'm going to do both this time around. On this example, I didn't make any rope barrier, but I'm going to try it on this one a little bit. When I do a floor, though, like a carpet, I'm going to keep the same angle so it looks real. If I make it straight, it won't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to try to follow my same angle. And when I color this in, it'll look like a carpet on a floor. If I want to add anything such as, rope barriers, I could try that out. Right now I'm experimenting, so it may not be perfect. Making the little holders at the bottom. A little pull. And then kind of a chain going across. and I have a little barrier blocking people from touching my artwork. So I'm going to do the middle part first. For this is my wall. I want to hang an artwork on it. So this one will be nice and straight. So I'm just going to take my ruler, decide how big I want to make my artwork, and make a nice clean rectangle. Again, I like to rotate my work. I find this easier for myself. As you learn, you'll find out what works best for you. You might rotate your paper, you might not. It depends on what your comfort level is and how you use your arms and hands. I'm gonna make a frame, so I'm gonna go inside of it. So I have a little frame. See? So now I have my artwork with a frame around it, hanging on the wall. Some kids will even attach like little lights up here to make it look like it's shining onto the canvas, like in a gallery. The ceiling is kind of an optical illusion. I'll do that at the end, but you don't have to do this. You might choose to make a different type of ceiling. Some kids will add track lighting around it. Some kids will add like a ceiling fan. So again, you're allowed to be creative, come up with your own ideas. Now comes the somewhat harder part, to make your canvases, and it's not super hard. The trick is keeping your angles. I'm gonna follow that angle right here. So I'm gonna draw another line, following the same angle. And I'll do the same for the bottom piece, same angle. See? Same angle, same angle. Then I'm going to go straight down. Straight, 1, straight, 2, straight, 3. Now if you erase this spot, this spot, this spot, and this spot, and here, just kind of touch it up a little bit so you can see it better. You will have your canvases hanging on the wall. Then you can add frames like I did if you want to, or you might choose to go no frames. If you want to add frames, same exact thing again. Just make it smaller inside what you just drew. See, I just added a frame to that artwork right there. I can do the same on this one. Again, you might decide you don't want the frame. You might decide that yours does not need it for any reason that you choose. Again, personal choices to make on your project. You are the artist. You get the creative rights. You get to make the decisions. See? I'll do the same on this side. Same thing I did here, I'm going to do here. I'm going to take this angle and imitate it again. Take this angle, imitate it again. And then I'm going to go straight 3 times. 1, and it may not be exact from side to side, that's okay. 2, 3. And this one's a bit crooked, but that is okay. If I really want to fix it, I can go more like, that's a bit straighter than I had. Don't forget, obviously you guys can pause the video. I know I'm going a little bit quickly at times, but again, that's why I'm making the video. Pause as needed. It's already 10 minutes. I know you guys don't want to watch a 30-minute video, but you guys do like to pause as needed and then continue. So I'm going to add a couple more parts. I'm going to add my frame yet again, just like I did on the other side. I'm just boxing inside what I already drew. So I'm pretty much doubling the lines. And I have my gallery. Again, you might choose to add more things. You could put a person standing here. Again, you can change the ceiling from what I did to what you might choose to do. Again, you have to decide what are you putting in your artworks. That's also up to you. You can go abstract. You can make it a theme such as all animals, all food, all flowers, all landscapes, all portraits. So think about a theme perhaps. All right? So be creative. We'll do this in class, but now you have the video to help you out. Anything you guys need, you know how to contact me. Take it easy, guys. See you guys soon. Later.